What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today, playing some Idle Heroes. I want to thank you guys so much for coming to hang out with me today. If you liked the video, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button to show your support. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe as well. Alright guys, we're here today again on the mini account, because we have some stuff to do here today. Not a ton of craziness, but there's some stuff to do. Before we jump into that though, we have a new patron on the channel. And I feel like at least 74% sure I'm going to get this one right, alright? Could be wrong, but I think I'm right. So today's patron is CJ Bongo. I don't know why, but I feel like that's exactly what it is. I'm probably wrong, but for some reason there's a confidence in me that says I'm right. So CJ, thank you very much for supporting the channel. It does mean a lot to me. Helps me keep the YouTube dream alive, and that's very important to me, and hopefully to you guys. So anyways, thank you very much for supporting the channel. With that said, let's get to what we're going to do today. So a couple of things. I did just go ahead and tweet around a little bit. I put my Aida up to level 100 just because I popped a little bit of gear on her. She's all just a baby stone on, so nothing special there. Artifacts, just whatever I had laying around, I guess damage versus mage. But I took this lady into broken spaces at 5 stars, and she did kind of surprise me. I'm not gonna lie. So that was something. But we might check around. You know, I guess we can just jump in and start with that. But other things we got to do today, we got to do a guild boss fight. We are now on Faithblade. Ye old the FB, and as you can see, Wrath here's chilling in spot number 2 right now, which is pretty impressive if you know what these other guys are rocking in their teams, alright? It's just, you know, Wrath doesn't have the best team. I've got, well, you know what I've got. But where's Knight at? He's down here somewheres. You know, he's rocking the E2KB, the E1 Cthulhu, the E2 Valkyrie, and a 10-star Valkyrie. Ah, Nightcrow, why dost thou vex me? And then Sunshi down here, he's dropping some crazy team units too, but somehow Wrath is sneaking in the lead, and I'm going to show you how I did it. And hopefully we can hold on to it. With that said though, let's jump over here to the broken spaces just to kind of show off the baby version. Oh man, it's going to die, isn't it? And doing it over here would be probably even worse. Or I mean, it'd be a better test for her, I guess. But the other day, she dropped like 17 million damage at 5-star against this Broken Spaces boss. Now, I had to pick a low-level one, obviously, because a high-level one would probably kill her at 5-star. So I guess we'll just try the dark one instead and see how that works out. I don't remember. I think these guys alternate between attacking front and back, so there's not like any specific spot you want to put your units in on this one, really. So we'll run it like this. She's there. Everyone's in their correct spots. I could throw bait in. Throw bait in. You know what? Let's do it. Let's throw bait in, because I know Flame Strike's going to suck one. She never does good damage in boss fights, and it's one of the reasons I kind of want to ditch her. She just does not dual roll very well at all. How you looking now, Bade? Wow. Surprisingly not bad. Surprisingly, it's not, we'll give you a little bit of a stone here as well. You know, why not? We'll make Bade a happy Bade. You know what we could do? We could feed Flame Strike to Bade and make a 10-star Bade today. That would be so dumb, but I might do it. No, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait on that. Let's jump into the broken spaces and get that done first, just because that's something we need to do. All right, so we're gonna kick you out of here because you're kind of a turd. We're gonna throw in the Bade because Bade's not a turd. He's kind of a turd. You know what? I say that, but Bade is actually not a bad beginner PvE unit. He does do some decent boss damage, especially once you get him to 10-star. At 9-star, probably not much. When he gets that extra skill damage, or that huge extra burst damage on his active skill at 10-star, he's not bad. I mean, he's still not great, but he's better than Flame Strike and bosses. I'm willing to bet some money on that. So let's slow it down a little bit. And there's something I noticed about Aida. I don't know if it was, you know, just the other day. So that's 360,000 damage straight up. But her active skill puts a mark on people, right? Right. We'll see when it happens. Yeah. So apparently when they cast their active skill, they're supposed to take damage equivalent to some amount of HP. Sometimes they don't do it, and I'm not sure why. Because, you know, if she has the active skill drops on them, they're supposed to take a balance mark, correct? All 4 enemies, that's what I hear. But it seems like they don't always actually proc it when they cast their active skills, and I'm not sure why that is. Sometimes they'll just, you know, they'll take the damage, and sometimes they won't. I don't understand why they don't. They just don't. So we'll see here. Here's an active skill, so they should both take the damage now. He did. I think that guy did too. Okay, so they both took it that time, but there was a lot of fights the other day, a lot of rounds, where she'd pop that active skill, and then the enemies would pop their active skills, but they wouldn't take any damage. I'm not sure why that is, but it did happen. It looks like they're taking the damage now, though, so that's okay. Aspen is still just, I mean, he is pooping. For a 9-star hero, I'm in love with Aspen. He just does some nasty work, and I like it. I very much like his damage. I mean, when you go fast, it's hard to see. It's difficult to see if she's doing her thing. So this time, she'll definitely drop her active skill here. The problem is when they hit Horus, he does damage too with his block. It looks like they're both taking it. Okay, so maybe it was just yesterday with something weird. I don't know. I honestly have no idea. Is this little buff right here, debuff, that 11 with a little heart next to it, is that like a stackable debuff that constantly decreases the amount of healing they take? Because I didn't even pay attention to that. Like, that little heart there is stacking up, and I don't know what it is not. Is it Heart Watcher's mark? Did they actually change it to show a mark or something now? I have no idea. I'm totally confused. Like, ridiculously so. I don't know. We're at the last round here, though. We'll kind of see what kind of damage that she did drop. She should do a little bit more here, being that these are dark heroes and she's a light hero, which makes sense, of course. 400,000 damage basic attack. Not bad for a 5-star unit. There's defeat. 132 million damage. Not crazy high damage. 16 million, so she kept about the same amount of damage. Keeping pace with an E1 Cthulhu who's stealing damage from my Horus, because Horus obviously has a bleed, and he's popping those. And that's a 5-star hero. That's pretty nuts. You know what I want to try now, though? I want to try the same battle, but just like, I want to kick Aida out. Not because I don't want to test Aida's attack. I just want to see if that mark that's popping up on enemies is Heart Watcher's mark. Because I didn't think it used to have one. Like, it didn't actually show how many marks you had on them. No, it's definitely not Heart Watcher's mark. 100% it's not. So, weird. It must be Aida's thing. Okay, so that's fine. Won't do a lot of damage there. Well, actually, we did a decent amount. 114 million. Good job, team. Go team! But yeah. So that must be Aida's thing. Where she just does damage. She just does damages. I didn't even check Bade's damage. Totally forgot to. We'll run one more just to see Bade's damage. Because I forgot to look at it. And I kind of want to see it just because, you know, Bade gets reamed on. People make a meme out of poor Bade. But he's not that bad. Okay, he's pretty bad. 1.2 million damage. I mean, Flame Strike might outdamage that. But bear in mind, he's level 100. And he has no stone upgrades. He's just kind of a wee little Bade thrown into the mix unfairly. So look at that Aspen damage, dude. 9-star Aspen outdoing my E3 Horus. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Aspen doing some hot damage. Aida, she's coming up on him, man. It's just crazy. For a 5-star hero to drop that kind of damage is nuts. Now, of course, taking her into any kind of actual difficult boss fight, she would die immediately. How much did she heal for? She healed for 1 million health. That's not bad for a 5-star hero. That's a lot of healing. Not bad. I'm into my Aida. I can't wait to get her upgraded all the way. It's going to be nuts. We'll just get that out of the way. I just wanted to jump in and see a little bit about it. With that said, though, we're going to jump over here into my units. My unit areas, we're going to go ahead and pop off the Candy Cane. We're going to pop off the King of Demons. We're going to pop on the King of Demons here. Now, if I had my Withered, which I don't, can't get the Withered artifact just yet. I'm just a sneeze short. I'm at 38.23, and I need 39.99 roses. But when I get the Withered artifact, it would definitely help with this, since I don't have that, it's whatever. But we're going to drop our guild boss fight now, and you're going to see, this is why it's important to know your enemies, right? If you know what the enemy does, you can kind of build your team around, or at least test things that might work with it. In Faithblade's case, if you guys don't know, look at that Yogg damage. You got his 10-star Amuvor. Hot stuff. Hot stuff coming in there, I'm telling you right now. But I guess we'll just go ahead and chop over here and just show you what I'm talking about. If you look at Faithblade, Faithblade. If you look at Faithblade, one of his passives here, whenever he kills an enemy hero, he immediately gets his active skill back, and he also boosts his holy damage by 30% for 3 rounds. So if you have a weak team and you throw them in to fight Faithblades, they're likely going to nuke those weak units out very quickly. When they do that, because I think they attack the people with the lowest HP to start with. So they kind of immediately start pushing themselves toward the snowball effect. If they kill off units, they start stacking holy damage. And that happens for all 3 Faithblades that you're fighting. So if they keep stacking up that holy damage, he already has like a 70% holy damage naturally. You can stack it beyond 100%, and they absolutely do. Then what that does is by the time they get down to your tough units like your E3s, They're dropping just stupid amounts of damage, and they put them down really quickly. So my idea was, hey, if my other team members are actually just making me die quicker, and I was dropping like 6-7 million damage because they were just like melting through my team, I decided, hey, I'm just going to run Horus. Horus by himself. No Cthulhu, no Aspen, nothing. Because I want the Faith Blades to get literally 0 holy damage buff from attacking me so that Horus can block as much as humanly possible. And that was my game plan. And it actually worked out way better than my full team. The aura didn't really help, but in this case, as you can see, he's getting those blocks from the basic attacks. And hopefully, if they don't crit him crazy, yeah, he survives their active skills too. And then he gets more rounds of block, drops his active skill, gets some more damage there, gets some more blocks in, which is great, gets the deer drop. Now, before, when I ran a full team, by wave 2, my team was dead. Literally, round 2 was all it took. And he gets up to round 5 there, but 22 million damage. Now, I know if you have a full E3 team or a solid team, you're like, Wrath, that is the most butthole damage I've seen in a long time. Not going to disagree with you here. But when you have a team like mine, where I have one unit really that drops the majority of my damage, especially against Faithblade, you kind of got to tweak your team to do the best damage. In this case, tweaking my team just meant getting rid of everybody, except for Horus. That's just the way I do it. And it allowed me to get ahead of people that have, much stronger teams than I do, just because I only run Horus, and it works. Yesterday, I got a really lucky hit, and I guess he made it through that second round of active skills, which is pretty crazy to do, I guess, for just one guy. But he did. He made it all the way through, and he did like 40 million damage, and I was like, dude, that's not bad. That's not bad for one E3 unit kind of trying to solo the wave 6. It's the final boss that you fight. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Now, Valkyries do pretty decent against these as well. I would say they might... he didn't make it. He almost did. He just almost made it through round 2. At 26 million damage, you get the idea. That's what I've been doing, and it's helped me keep a decent lead on the peeps. And I feel good. Now that they know that, though, they might be like, well, we know your secrets. Or why is your game, Wrath? And they're going to start catching me, which I hope they don't. I want to stay in the top 3 at least, because it feels bad to, finish in 4th place. It's like, oh, you're just outside of getting the good rewards. He almost made it again. It's just a sneeze. And that's all it takes. If he just gets that one sneeze of HP left, he can do some nice damage. But we're going to break 300 million here. And like I said, for the majority of the battles, I've been using just Horus. And this is, I think, the 3rd round of attacks I've done on him. So it's not bad. Not bad. That's just letting you guys know. Oh, he made it. He made it through round 5. That's what I'm talking about. And then he died. Wait a minute. He made it to round 5. That was just... Okay, calm down. Wrath was wrong. I made a boo-boo, but it's okay. So we're at 315. We're still a third of Yogg's damage. So, are we doing that great? No. But we're doing all right. And I feel good about it, because after this goes down, it's on to Pray for Fire. And I'm not going to lie, Pray for Fire kind of blows. It's a really bad setup system. I don't care for it. I wish they would just get rid of the whole praying aspect of it altogether. It doesn't make any sense. It requires you to have the full team praying 3 times a day, throwing their gems at a boss. And why not just put it on a cooldown? Really, if you have just put it on a cooldown, let a boss come up every so often. That's the way I would do it. Right now, the system's pretty poor. Hopefully they fix it, but as of right now, it's not fixed. So, there we go. We got that done. Ooh, we got some chats. Get out of the chats. But, clear throat. Did some broken spaces, got some Aida action in there, dropped the guild boss fights, and we got our Aspen dungeon run. Now, you guys might be a little peeved at old Wrathy. You may not be, we don't know, we'll see. But you might notice something here on our Smash. Hey, we got, ooh, look at that, baby, that's what I'm talking about. A couple demon potions as well, I'll take it, I need that promotion stones real bad. But you may notice in the upper quadrant, actually it wouldn't be a quadrant, would it? In the upper area of the screen, I'm at Nightmare 51, and you're like, Wrath, what the butts? Well, I'll tell you what the butts. I have failed in Nightmare, I don't know, the last 5 or 6 runs I've done in it, just, you peter out really early, and it makes you sad. But I was like, what the crap, I didn't really feel like recording, there wasn't much going on today, and I was like, well, I'm not going to record my Aspen Dungeon run, because it's probably just going to end like the last one did, and it'd kind of be, anticlimactic, not a great video, so I was like, I'll push it off camera. And of course, the one time I push the Aspen Dungeon, I'm not on camera, I make it to Nightmare 51. I actually made it to Nightmare 57. So we're back in the top 20, which isn't bad. Of course, all the Valk cheeses are in hell. Surprise! That's just how it works. But yeah, we made it to Nightmare 50 off camera. Sorry about that. Let's look at our smashes. Let's see if we got anything good here. Yes, absolutely yes. Oh, only one? That stings my butt crack a little bit. I don't buy these because they're just a little bit overpriced, but I mean, we can get a lot of offers this time. Not many at all. Only 10 scrolls there if I really wanted to push for them. But the idea is it could save me some monies if I get more scrolls with my gems, but we'll see how it all goes. I'm going to snag out all of the stuff for gold that I need. I think I need these. I don't know. Not sure. There we go. Just, that's all it takes. That's all it takes, baby. There's people talking about when I was doing my casino events how like it was a really bad idea to spend your gems on casino events. It's not, especially since, like I said, just running your Aspen dungeon run. Even if you only smash to normal, odds are every single time you should at least get one offer for gold in your chips. If you do that over the course of, 15 Aspen dungeon runs or, a month, that's going to get you like 90 of your wishing coins. You get 60 over the course of a month just from your regular daily mission quests. That's 150 of your chips for gold or free, pretty much, when you talk about the other area. So, I mean, it's not that expensive to buy your wishing coins to get to a max event completion, and it's worth it. I mean, you get the profit orbs alone make it worth it in my opinion. But that was our smash loots, not bad. I don't believe Lutz is going to be any kind of problem here. Kills me immediately. No, he's not really an issue. One thing I know that my Horus cannot take at Nightmare mode is single Vessas. They have too much healing. Ooh, 4 Blood Blades. Cthugha, it's your time. It is your time to shine. I think he'll make it. I'm pretty sure. Well, he's actually still taking pretty decent damage here. No, he'll be all right. He'll make it. He'll make it. But people ask me, like, if I was going to get rid of Cthugha, they'd be like, what are you going to do about Bloodblade nodes in the Aspen dungeon? Well, it's actually pretty simple. I've beaten to Hell mode before. Well, actually, first time I went to Hell, I had a Valkyrie. But you can kill Bloodblade nodes with a lot of units. You're just going to have to sacrifice some of your demon potions to do it. It's not something you're just going to drop in and be like, oh, it's easy. You've got to generally use a demon potion on those waves. Otherwise, their damage over time will eat through almost everything's health that you have. I don't think this will be a tough node. It wasn't. But yeah, that's really how you counter Blood Blades without Cthugha, is you got a demon potion through them. There's just some waves that are like that no matter what you run. If you're running Valkyrie as your main Aspen hero, there are waves that even with demon potions, she will still die, and you've got to substitute somebody else in. It's just every hero's got their weaknesses. Cthugha's strength, his only strength really, is that he can handle Blood Blades in the Aspen. Good job. Is it the same thing? Absolutely the same thing. Ugh, come on, throat. Come on, throat. Quit doing that junk. Professional. That's how professionals do it. So these, again, that shouldn't be a problem. Not enough damage there to actually kill a Horus. That's nice. Did I get a dude before and not even check him? I might have. Now, I think I tried this before with Cthugha, and he died. I'm like 13% sure. This is one of those waves where I feel like I feel like I need a demon potion on Horus. Just because. We're gonna see. I don't know. Well. Okay, we're doing okay. The thing is, if I don't get that big burst damage out early, I'm just afraid that Bloodblade, because they have such a nuke potential in the Aspen dungeon when they start getting those bleeds stacked up on you, they can drop like almost like half your health in one hit, and it's like, oh my god, and it's not good news. It's bad beans all the way around. I feel pretty safe fighting Lutz with no no potions. Not really a dangerous fight. Oh, great. Oh, great, Googa Mooga. I don't want to throw my Cthugha away because I'm pretty sure it was Queen that killed him. The Bloodblade doesn't do enough damage to him, but I want to say the Queen's counterattacks just slowly over time aid him to death, especially since Queen doesn't rely on her bleed dots to do good damage. That's the reason that Cthugha counters Bloodblade, is because Bloodblade relies on landing a bleed to boost his own damage, especially against rangers like Cthugha. Whereas Queen, over time, she builds crit and crit damage, so she can kind of nuke. And that's, oh, balls. I didn't put my artifact back on Cthugha. He's a naked Cthugha right now in the artifact world. No wonder. Oh, and my Horus has a King of Demons artifact on, so he's got a little bit more reduced damage right now. Whoopsie doodles. I'm just going to go ahead and play this safe, and I'm going to run the Demon Potion. I feel like we should win that. What a dunce. I just knew. I always do that. If I try to do more than one thing in any video, I forget something. It's just part of my nature. I can't not do it. So, whatevs. Cthulhu's kind of in weenie mode right now. Grew. I mean, I can't remember how I think I fought this before, but it takes like 2 days for me. I'm like a goldfish, all right? You pick goldfish out of water, they forget everything after like 7 minutes. It's like, for me, it's a 2-day cycle. In 2 days, I've forgotten everything I did 2 days ago. So every Aspen dungeon run is like the first one. So I think Horus can take this. He shouldn't need a Demon Potion because these guys don't do a lot of damage. I just don't know if he can outdo all the healing they're going to have. It looks like he does. Like I said, I have a horrible memory. I used to have a good memory, but I don't know what happened. I got old and senile, and now I can't remember nothing. So anyways, I feel pretty confident we're going to take down the Grus. Yeah, we've already got one down. The other ones are getting kind of weak. But the reason I don't like to fight Gru, I kind of was worried about it, is they do strip his attack and his crit, so it makes him a little bit weaker. But it seems like he's doing just fine with that percent-based HP damage and that guaranteed crit pretty much on his active skill there. Get wrecked on. I don't think this is dangerous either. They have the faction debuff, I guess you'd say. Horus has the class advantage or the faction advantage over these. If they do freeze him a lot, it might be dangerous. I'm just going to go ahead and milk him up to be safe because, you know, if I got milks, I'm going to use them. I'm not just going to be like, well, let's see if we can hold down our milks. Don't be stingy with your milks, peeps, unless you need to. But yeah, they froze. Oh, wow. Even frozen, these guys just, it's laughable damage. Yeah, that's good. Of course, like I said, he has a King of Demons on right now, and that's one thing that I want that Withered Armor for, is I think it might help Horus against maybe Bloodblade nodes or something if I do scrap Cthulhu. Having a Withered Armor is going to give him a huge amount more health because he gets a big static HP buff off of it, plus the reduced damage. So I feel like that might be really good for him. I don't have it yet, but I should have it, you know, within the next couple of days guaranteed. I probably didn't need a milk here, but, you know, be safe. Be safe, peeps. Safety third. It's important. But yeah, I think you'll be all right here. They do have a potential to nuke really hard, but I think that reduced damage and the fact they did what I've heard. I haven't mathed any of it out. They say that block now blocks crits like twice. I don't know how that actually pans out or if that's true, but at least they're supposed to block more critical damage than they did before, which does make heavy nukes a little less dangerous against block-based units, which isn't bad at all. Single Karim, I don't think single Karim's going to be a problem. But in things like Asmodel, where, especially if you run like a squishier unit like a Karim or a Vesa, those Asmos, if they stack enough marks without proccing them with a crit, and all of a sudden they get a crit, they can like one-shot your health pool down to nothing. It's pretty crazy. Mickey here, don't think Mickeys are an issue. They don't do a lot of damage. I just don't know if I can outdo all their blocky heals, but I feel like we can. Okay, I spoke too soon. Mickey still sucks. Mickey, I feel like, are they going to fix her? Probably never. She's an old hero, and that's generally old heroes get kind of left in the dust. It makes sense. Single Gru. I don't think he's going to kill me. I just don't know if I can kill him. Because Gru is, oh wow, when he blocks, that helps. Definitely helps. The problem with Gru is he has so much reduced damage and so much like health, I might not be able to nuke this guy to death. And he strips your attack and your crit, so he makes you weaker as you fight him. But I think, as long as we can get him low in health, at least on round 2 of fighting him, we should be able to kill him. He is a pretty tanky dude. I mean, if nothing else, I could probably, yeah, look at that, he'll die. 100% he's going to die now. We got this. I bereave. All right. Yeah. Get wrecked on. Okay, so it definitely works. It takes a couple attacks to get through Gru. Gru used to be like a thing. Back in the day, Gru was hot. He was hot news, man. I still have a weakness in my heart for the old tree man. Because he's kind of cool. Like, he's his own kind of unit. He's really tanky, big meat wall of a unit with tons of reduced damage. And before Valkyrie came out with her ridiculous damage over time, he was super annoying to fight because not only was he hard to kill, but he debuffed your units when they hit him. So he'd be reducing crit, reducing attack, and it made it just, it was just annoying to fight them. So I thought it was kind of fun. He's kind of like a trolly unit almost. What do we got here? Turds. Nothing good. Nightmare 66, we're making a new record. How are we looking in the ranks now? 18. Yes. Moving up in the world. Man, everybody's up there in the hell mode. I don't feel good about that. Unless we make it, then I feel great about it. We know we can take down the Grus. We already did that before, so I'm not going to watch that again. Oh, balls. Oh. I don't know. I'm thinking if I want to throw Cthulhu in, knowing now that Cthulhu's butt naked like an idiot that I am. Well, he's not butt naked, but he's artifact naked, and that's pretty much the same thing. I'm thinking. I don't know if I want to use my last demon potion here, but I might have to. But if I run into 4 blood blades, I kind of want to have Cthulhu there because without him, it's bad news bears. We're gonna risk the biscuit. We're going demon potion mode. We're gonna hope for the best. That's what we're gonna hope for. So let's see. I mean, we might be okay here. Oh, he got stunned. That's bad news. Okay, Walter just kind of off and died. That's great. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, so demon potion, I can definitely make it through there. I wouldn't want to risk that without a demon potion. I can definitely risk. Well, you know what I want to see? I want to see Karma. She's got 100% precision now, so you can't block her, and it's supposed to give her extra damage. She actually hits decently hard. This is one of those things where I just kind of wish they had like a test server, or like just for me, maybe, I don't know. I don't know, just like a test server that I could jump on. Like when things change like precision, there's a couple units that actually really utilize precision that no one ever uses, like Karma and Edga. Edga has a 100% precision buff when he's in the back line. Plus, Edga was never terrible at boss damage. It was kind of one of his decent strengths. And it makes you wonder, why, if you could just build an Edga quickly, that you could just run in and test one and see, like, how did this update actually affect a unit that hasn't been used in ages? Did it actually make him good? And it's one of those things that's where I wish you could do that. When they drop those updates, being able to jump in and test things out, for me, that's really important. I love to test things, but it's hard. It's not easy to do in this game because you either have to be a megalodon of a whale with ridiculous amounts of money to just constantly build everything, or you have to wait crazy amounts of time to build something, and it's just, I don't know, it makes testing less effective. Oh, single blood blade. I feel like this is what Cthulhu was born to do. Now, he is artifact naked, so it's not going to be a great deal. I don't know if he can outdo Bloodblade's healing, because Bloodblade does heal on his... Oh my god, he's going to die, 100%. This single Bloodblade's going to kill my Cthulhu. Cthulhu's one and only job is going to be a letdown, and it's going to heal Cthulhu, or Bloodblade. So, we're in a poo sandwich. A sandwich of poo we are living in real time. So I feel like this is probably where Horus dies. He doesn't handle damage over time super well. And I have no demon potions, so... Oh my god. Please. No, you suck, you butt crack. Anger face. Bloodblade. I have no demon potion, so this guy's gonna die in like a shot, probably. Just kidding. Aspen for the win. Get wrecked, you giant noob. We are the best. Everyone else sucks. Look at that. 3 offers. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Give me those chips. Oh, great. We speaked too soon. Too spoon? Whatever. We're just going to drop it there. This is where he's going to die, 100%. Yeah. You know what? You did okay. I can't wait to have that guy at E3. I feel like he's going to be an absolute beast at E3 in the Aspen dungeon. Can't wait. Woo, it's going to be good times. Anyways, there's our Aspen dungeon run. We got this Nightmare 72, or 71, I guess. We didn't beat 72. But that puts us up there with Mr. A. Bob. What's up, A. Bob? We're hanging out in the same place now. But yeah, without a Valkyrie, it's going to be a little harder to pull into Hell and then the Hell Plus stages. But that's one thing I'm really kind of hoping because Aspen A is just an absolute beast for damage. I swapped his stone, by the way, to a crit HP stone. The reason being, he has a decent amount of natural crit, 35%. When you max his tech, he has 55% crit, but he naturally stacks crit damage over time. So in boss fights, he's going to reach the crit damage cap, I would assume, by the end of the match anyways. So if you're going to run like crit and crit damage stone on him, you'll get to that cap sooner and it might be a little bit more beneficial. But having the HP from the crit HP stone, I feel like is going to be a little bit better for survivability. And of course, the Antlers cane just feels like a freak beast on anybody you put it on now because of that precision buff. It's disgustingly good. I like it. Plus the skill damage, I think it's going to work better because now my dude's rocking 73% crit chance, which means he crits pretty often. And that's nice, especially when you pair it with his last passive here, where he heals himself based on his total damage dealt when he gets him below 35% health. I feel like in the Aspen dungeon, if he's dropping disgustingly high damage crits, that's going to help him stay alive. So when I get Aspen to E3, he should help me in the Aspen dungeon push, but also, because I decided to build Aida, because she's a freak, or however you say her name, Aida, I don't know, it's something, whatever. But because she also has heals based on damage dealt with her normal attack, but also at the end of every round, she heals herself by 15% of her max HP, she'll also be a pretty strong candidate in the Aspen dungeon. Now, I don't know that because I don't have an E3 and I haven't really Googled anything on them because spoilers, you know, what's the fun in that? I like to find things out. That's 99% of the fun in the game is discovering things. It's not like, let's go find everything out online as soon as it happens. To me, that just, it kills the fun. So I'm hoping with our upgraded team plans, we're running Horus, Aspen, and Aida, that we're going to have a pretty decent Aspen dungeon team, but also a team that works well in both PvE and PvP. It seems like the team I'm going for is going to be a really nice dual-purpose team that runs really well in PvP, but also in PvE. That's kind of the goal. Hopefully it works out really well, but I think that's going to be it for today. I was going to, like, if our Aspen dungeon run pooped out really quick, I was going to do some tower, but we didn't. We made progress, and progress is good. But that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please make sure, smash that thumbs up button and show your support. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe as well, and tell your friends about it, because that definitely helps me out a lot. And I will see you guys in the next one.